how to talk with anyone. Alex had always dreamed of global connections, but a significant hurdle stood firmly in his path: speaking English fluently. He felt incredibly isolated during international gatherings, often finding himself silently observing while others effortlessly chatted away. This constant internal struggle really weighed heavily on his aspirations for true communication and meaningful interaction with diverse individuals from across the world. He yearned to express his thoughts, share his ideas, and truly connect with people from different cultures. However, whenever he tried to open his mouth, a wave of self-doubt and fear would inevitably wash over him, stifling every single word before it could even properly form. His confidence was consistently at an absolute rock bottom. He vividly remembered countless frustrating times missing out on unique opportunities simply because he couldn't articulate himself properly in English settings. Group discussions became excruciatingly painful, job interviews felt like impossible mountains to climb, and travel experiences were significantly less enriching due to this persistent communication barrier he constantly faced. How to learn English, he constantly wondered, feeling utterly overwhelmed by the sheer, daunting volume of resources available all around him. Textbooks piled up endlessly, language apps pinged relentlessly on his phone, but genuine progress seemed frustratingly elusive, almost like a shimmering, unattainable mirage always just out of reach. One particularly discouraging evening, feeling completely lost and without direction, he stumbled upon an old, obscure online forum dedicated solely to the intricate art of language learning. A single, captivating post within the forum immediately caught his weary eye, boldly titled, "The best way to learn English is not what you think at all." The insightful post spoke of a profound shift in mindset, from tedious rote memorization to active, dynamic engagement with the language. It emphasized truly understanding how people speak English in authentic, real-life situations, far beyond just rigid grammar rules and endless vocabulary lists, a revolutionary concept that instantly resonated deeply with him. He realized it wasn't merely about memorizing vocabulary lists, it was crucially about intonation, natural rhythm, and subtle body language expressions. He finally understood he had been fundamentally approaching English like an isolated academic subject, not a vibrant, living, breathing tool essential for genuine human connection, which was a profound revelation for his journey. The anonymous author of the post suggested diligently observing native speakers, not just casually listening, but really watching their intricate interactions and subtle nuances. This seemed like an absolutely crucial, foundational first step in his personal quest to understand how to talk to anyone in English effectively, naturally, and with genuine confidence. Alex, filled with newfound determination, decided to completely change his entire, outdated approach. He started by consciously immersing himself fully into the language. His immediate environment, once a source of frustration, surprisingly became his dynamic, personal English classroom. Every single interaction he experienced became a potential learning moment for him daily. He purposefully switched all his electronic device languages to English, eagerly began watching movies without any subtitles, and started intensely listening to English podcasts during his daily commute. He was utterly determined to soak in the language like an incredibly thirsty sponge, absorbing every single sound and structure available. The most challenging yet transformative advice from the forum was how to think and speak in English exclusively. This meant actively translating his internal monologue, a daunting and initially quite awkward task that felt incredibly slow and unbelievably unnatural, a true mental hurdle he had to overcome consistently. At first, his internal thoughts stumbled awkwardly, fragmented and often incomplete sentences filling his mind. Simple sentences felt like incredibly complex puzzles that he struggled to solve. But he persistently continued, forcing his brain to process information directly in English, even for mundane daily tasks and basic self-reflections. This rigorous mental exercise slowly, yet surely, began to untangle the stubborn linguistic knots in his mind. He noticed that the frustrating gap between his abstract thoughts and the actual spoken word was gradually, almost imperceptibly, shrinking, giving him a newfound sense of remarkable control over his developing linguistic abilities. Next came the vital phase of how to practice English in active, real-time conversation. The insightful forum suggested starting incredibly small, perhaps with a dedicated language exchange partner online, someone patient and truly understanding, willing to gently navigate his inevitable early stumbles and provide constructive, kind feedback. He found a remarkably kind and patient conversation partner named Maria from Canada through an online platform. Their initial talks were understandably halting, filled with awkward pauses and necessary corrections. Yet, Maria's unwavering encouragement was incredibly uplifting, her gentle and consistent feedback always proving immensely helpful to his progress. Alex profoundly learned to embrace his mistakes, viewing them not as personal failures or embarrassing errors, but as invaluable, essential stepping stones toward continuous improvement. Each mispronounced word or grammatical error became a crucial lesson, firmly etched into his burgeoning memory for future reference and application in real time. One day, during a particularly deep conversation, Maria wisely told him, "The true key to how to talk with anyone isn't achieving perfect grammar, but cultivating genuine human connection. People instinctively respond to sincerity and effort, not just flawless pronunciation or overly complex, convoluted sentence structures in their daily interactions." This profound realization shifted his entire perspective fundamentally. He immediately stopped obsessing over achieving absolute perfection and instead started focusing intently on clearly conveying his intended message, even if imperfectly formulated. This newfound mental freedom remarkably reduced his significant anxiety during live conversations. He began joining various online discussion groups directly related to his diverse hobbies and interests, deliberately forcing himself to type out comments and comprehensive replies exclusively in English. This incredibly low-pressure, supportive environment gradually built his crucial confidence for engaging in more direct, spontaneous verbal interactions with others. His crucial next step was to actively find tangible opportunities for real-life English practice. He bravely sought out local English-speaking meetups in his bustling city, utterly terrified yet firmly determined to put his newly acquired linguistic skills to the demanding test in a practical, authentic social setting with real people. His very first meetup experience was, to put it mildly, a complete disaster. He stammered uncontrollably, blushed furiously, and felt all his previous, deep-seated fears intensely resurface. He barely spoke 5 coherent sentences the entire evening. He almost completely gave up, feeling incredibly disheartened and thoroughly defeated. But then, a flicker of hope ignited as he remembered the forum's potent advice: persistence, unwavering persistence, is the true, best way to learn English in the long run. He resolved to try again, armed with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper, more realistic understanding of his own current linguistic limitations. The very next meetup proved to be significantly better, a small but meaningful step forward. He managed to clearly introduce himself and bravely ask a few basic, introductory questions to new people. Each small, hard-won victory fueled his burgeoning motivation, steadily propelling him forward on his incredibly demanding language learning journey. He learned to listen incredibly actively, not just impatiently waiting for his immediate turn to speak, but truly absorbing what others were genuinely saying. This helped him profoundly understand how people speak English in natural, flowing, unscripted conversations, grasping subtleties he previously missed entirely. He astutely noticed how people naturally used various fillers, common colloquialisms, and incredibly varied sentence structures, crucial elements rarely, if ever, taught in conventional textbooks. This authentic, real-world understanding broadened his grasp of the nuanced language considerably, significantly improving his overall natural fluency and comprehension skills. He started carrying a small, dedicated notebook with him everywhere, meticulously jotting down every new, unfamiliar phrase and expression he heard. Reviewing these new acquisitions later helped solidify his learning, making them a natural, effortless part of his ever-expanding vocabulary and spontaneous verbal repertoire. Truly a smart strategy. The pivotal turning point in his linguistic journey arrived when he completely stopped translating internally and bravely began the demanding process of how to think and speak directly and exclusively in English. This profound cognitive shift felt like suddenly unlocking a completely new, exciting dimension in his overall linguistic abilities. His fluency consequently jumped dramatically, almost overnight. Conversations no longer felt like a constant, arduous struggle. They now flowed naturally, effortlessly, and without conscious thought. The words seemed to materialize spontaneously and effortlessly from his thoughts, truly astonishing him daily with this newfound ease and agility. He started confidently engaging strangers in polite, casual conversations, perhaps asking for simple directions or making small talk in bustling cafes. Each interaction, no matter how brief, was a valuable mini, how to practice English session, constantly refining his spontaneous speaking skills and boosting his overall confidence. The overwhelming fear of making embarrassing mistakes gradually dissipated completely. He realized most native speakers were incredibly encouraging, understanding, and patient, truly appreciative of his sincere effort to communicate effectively in their language, which greatly boosted his overall morale and fueled his continued progress. He discovered that mastering how to talk to anyone in English wasn't fundamentally about being absolutely perfect. It was crucially about being brave enough to consistently try, to courageously make mistakes, and to diligently learn from every single interaction he enthusiastically engaged in, no matter the outcome. His confidence soared to unprecedented levels. He could now confidently participate in complex work meetings, contribute meaningful, insightful ideas, and even crack subtle jokes that landed exceptionally well with his international colleagues and diverse business partners, proving his communication skills had significantly improved. His social life blossomed incredibly. He made numerous new friends from various countries, effortlessly sharing compelling stories and diverse perspectives previously impossible to convey due to his frustrating language barrier. The entire world truly opened up to him in countless new, exciting, and unexpected ways, enriching his life. This transformative journey truly exemplified the best way to learn English for him. It wasn't a rigid, linear path with clear steps but a dynamic, fluid process of consistent, unwavering practice, active, engaged listening, and fearless, courageous engagement with the living language every single day, without fail. It was indeed a very interesting story of remarkable personal growth, undeniable resilience, and ultimate triumph, profoundly proving that anyone, absolutely regardless of their initial starting point or perceived talent, could achieve truly remarkable fluency with the right positive mindset and incredibly dedicated, consistent, daily effort. He now often eagerly shared his hard-won experiences, earnestly telling everyone he met, why you must listen to his valuable advice, that the journey of language learning is undoubtedly challenging but immensely rewarding, opening countless doors you never knew existed, ultimately changing your entire life for the absolute better. He constantly emphasized the vital importance of self-talk in English, even just internally narrating your entire day to yourself as a daily practice. How to think and speak became his personal, powerful mantra for continuous linguistic improvement and consistently maintaining his hard-earned fluency with dedication. He strongly recommended watching English language content purely for pleasure, not just for rigid study purposes. Letting the language naturally wash over you truly helps in instinctively understanding natural speech patterns and common idioms, which are absolutely crucial for achieving genuine, authentic fluency in any real-world setting. He consistently encouraged finding a compelling personal purpose for learning English. Whether it's for exciting travel adventures, a thriving career advancement, or connecting deeply with specific people, having a strong, intrinsic why profoundly fuels motivation when the demanding learning process inevitably gets tough and incredibly challenging. He passionately advocated for a balanced, holistic approach, acknowledging grammar is important but emphasizing that effective communication is paramount. Don't get excessively bogged down in achieving absolute perfect rules. Instead, focus intently on clearly and effectively getting your core message across to your audience, always. How to practice English should be effortlessly integrated into your daily life, he repeatedly stressed. Even just 5 minutes of consistent speaking, reading, or listening every single day significantly adds up over time, accumulating into massive improvements and making a truly profound, lasting difference in your fluency. He learned through extensive observation that how people speak English varies incredibly greatly across different regions, countries, and social contexts. Exposure to diverse accents, dialects, and speaking styles is absolutely crucial for achieving comprehensive understanding and essential adaptability in various communicative situations. He bravely joined a local Toastmasters club, discovering it was an excellent, structured environment for consistent public speaking practice. This incredibly supportive setting pushed him further out of his comfort zone, significantly refining his articulation, vocal projection, and overall presentation skills to an impressive degree. Presenting complex topics in English, diligently receiving constructive feedback, and confidently leading various discussions dramatically boosted his remarkable ability to how to talk with anyone, in both formal business and informal social settings with increased ease, naturalness, and unwavering confidence. He also embarked on a delightful journey of reading English books, beginning with simpler, accessible novels and gradually, steadily progressing to more complex, challenging literature as his skills grew. This expanded his rich vocabulary and profoundly deepened his innate understanding of intricate sentence structures. The pure joy of truly understanding stories directly in English, without any internal translation, was immense and deeply satisfying. It was yet another powerful, tangible proof that his consistent hard work and unwavering effort were genuinely paying off in profoundly meaningful and remarkably tangible ways, daily. His inspiring journey from being a hesitant, insecure speaker to a confident, articulate communicator was a powerful testament to the transformative power of unwavering perseverance and incredibly strategic learning methods. He truly was a living, breathing example of remarkable linguistic mastery and personal triumph. He now passionately mentors countless others, generously sharing his personal journey and offering invaluable practical advice on how to learn English effectively and efficiently to anyone willing to listen. His compelling story genuinely inspires many struggling learners to courageously continue their own challenging paths forward. He consistently reiterates that true language learning is a demanding marathon, absolutely not a quick sprint. There will inevitably be plateaus, frustrating setbacks, and moments of profound doubt, but consistent effort and a resilient, positive mindset are absolutely vital for achieving long-term, sustainable success and fluency. Why you must listen to his extraordinary story is because it offers a realistic, actionable, and proven roadmap for success. It eloquently debunks common myths and precisely highlights what truly works in the challenging quest for English fluency and authentic, genuine communication skills in real life. He firmly believes the ultimate, profound goal of learning English is not just speaking grammatically correctly, but truly, deeply connecting with others. It's fundamentally about building strong bridges, understanding diverse perspectives, and immensely enriching your own unique life experiences in countless rewarding ways. He often wisely says, "The best way to learn English is undoubtedly the way that passionately keeps you going, even when it's incredibly hard and frustrating." Find genuine joy in the challenging process, celebrate small, incremental wins, and never, ever stop trying diligently to improve daily. His personal transformation was absolutely complete. From a shy, silent observer, he remarkably became a confident, active participant, eagerly engaging in global dialogues, embracing every single opportunity to enthusiastically use his newfound linguistic capabilities actively and passionately in all his interactions. His powerful story serves as a profound reminder: how to talk with anyone in English is a highly developed skill cultivated through consistent, dedicated practice, unwavering courage, and a deep, genuine, heartfelt desire to communicate effectively and meaningfully with others in any given situation. It's truly about letting go of unattainable perfectionism, embracing personal vulnerability, and understanding that every single interaction is an invaluable chance to learn and grow. This very interesting story can undeniably be your own triumphant story too, with unwavering dedication and consistent, daily effort.